Hey everybody, welcome back to the top 10 ways to get in the best shape of your life. I'm Dr. Ryan Sousley. This is my wife, Dr. Erin. And today we're going to be talking about power smoothies. And this is literally what we eat every single morning, almost 365 days a year. Not just because they're super healthy, but we really like them. We notice that our body functions so much better. Even our kids, our 4-year-old and our 2-year-old, been drinking these since, they were on solid foods. So we're going to give you the recipe today. Hopefully enjoy it. My recommendation, if you're trying to get in really, really good shape, you're trying to build muscle, burn fat, maybe even lose a little bit of body fat in the process, I'd recommend waiting for about 30 to 45 minutes after a workout and then do this smoothie. So here we go. So the first thing that we're going to add today is something that you can get at Costco. You can also get a greens mix like this just from your local grocery store, health food store. It's just raw organic greens, and it's got kale and spinach and collards. And what's cool is, even though the blender's half full of vegetables, when you mix it with all this other stuff, you really don't even taste it. And so this is how you can sneak vegetables into your kids' diet. All right. The next thing that we're going to add is almond butter. And I would recommend almond butter more than peanut butter, even though I'll be honest, I love the taste of peanut butter. But peanut butter is just not that great for you. It can have a lot of fungus in it, and it's just not nearly as good for your health. It can cause skin issues and allergy issues. Raw almond butter is way, way better. We get ours from a local grocery store called Pilgrim's Market. It's got really good fats, really good protein. And then the next thing that we're going to add is coconut oil. And coconut oil has medium chain fatty acids that are really good for brain function. They're really good for more sustained energy throughout the day. So one of the things that I hate is I used to eat a lot of protein bars and a lot of, like energy drinks and things like that. And I would get a lot of energy for like the first hour, hour and a half. And then I would kind of crash. But when you eat a lot of good healthy fats, you don't get that crash. So coconut oil in your smoothie is a really great way to get that sustained energy. The next thing that Dr. Erin's adding is chia seeds. And again, this is one of those superfoods that's really, really high in omega-3 fats. So it's going to give you that sustained energy. We're doing about 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and this will be for the both of us. So if this is just for you, you can just split everything else, or split everything that we're talking about in half. She did about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil too. The chia seeds have a lot of really good healthy fats, omega-3s, but it's also they're also packed full of protein. Next thing that we're going to put in there is organic frozen blueberries. And again, this is something that we just get at Costco because we feed our entire family. We probably go through a bag of blueberries maybe once every 3 days, and but it's totally worth it. You get them frozen, and it's pretty cost effective. Next thing that we're adding is almond milk. And we get our almond milk on Amazon. Actually, we get it auto shipped to our house because it's much cheaper that way. And then we get really, really high quality almond milk. So it's raw, undenatured, doesn't have any sweeteners in it, no chemicals, no preservatives. And as you can see, she's pretty much putting the whole thing in there. If you want to save a little bit of money, you don't necessarily have to use the whole carton. You could just fill it up about halfway and then fill the rest up with water. Next thing that we're going to put in there. I'm going to mix it first. Oh, she's going to blend this, and then we'll add the rest of the supplements in just a second. 30 seconds later, we've got a great smoothie almost ready to go. What we're adding now is 1 scoop of perfect protein, perfect whey protein. Maximized Living gets their whey protein from cow's milk that has not been denatured. It's never been pasteurized. It's never been, there's no preservatives or anything else in it. It's just from raw, organic cow's milk. All right, so next thing, she's going to add a scoop of the Max Greens. And so Max Greens, it's just yet another way to sneak some more vegetables in your diet. If there's one food group that none of us get enough of, it's obviously vegetables. And so just in a scoop of greens, it's sweetened with stevia, it's flavored with natural cacao or chocolate, and adds a really good flavor. And that's another great way to just sneak a bunch of vegetables in there. And the last thing we're going to add, we're also going to add some perfect plant protein. The plant protein, it's got about the same number of grams of protein as the whey protein does. It's about 20 per scoop. but it's a different source. You know, just like with all kind of every food that you eat, you want to get your nutrients from a variety of sources. So you don't always want to get vitamin C just from oranges. You want to get it from different places. Same thing with your protein. So you don't want to always get your protein from whey or from animals. You want to get some of your protein from plant sources as well. So now we're going to blend it. And you only need to blend this for about 10 seconds. The reason why you don't want to put this stuff in there beforehand, you don't want the blender to really denature the molecular structure of the supplements, because these supplements are so raw and they're so fresh and undenatured. We don't want to be messing with the chemical makeup of that or the molecular makeup of that. So as you guys can see, about 5 minutes of prep time, and literally we have breakfast for the entire family. I put these in one of my glass travel mugs, and I'm off to the office, and usually keeps me full even with my Ironman training and max T3 as hard as I can go. You know, 16 ounces of this keeps me full for about 4 hours. So hopefully that helps. Stay tuned to the next step in the top 10 ways to get in the best shape of your life.